Too low. We're getting ready. Let's try that again. All right. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. It's Saturday afternoon. Welcome to my channel. I am Super Pac. And, well, we didn't do a stream on Monday, so we're going to take Monday's stream and put it towards today. And today is just simply why I got something. Why I got a video game console in particular. And back in these days, I didn't get game systems when they launched, per se. A, I was a teenager. And B, well, as being a teenager, I didn't have all the money in the world either. So I did odd jobs and things and stuff like that. And, you know, you save up your money and you see what's coming out. You go to toy stores and stuff like that, electronic stores, what few of them there were back in those days. And you kind of just picked up what you saw. And what caught my eye was the SEGA Genesis. And SEGA had been the company that's been around for a long, long time. They were started out by a couple of Americans in Japan. They started a company called Service Games. And they kind of got started making amusement games. And of course, video games came shortly thereafter. But they excelled in hardware back in those days. And in fact, one of the things they had was the System 16 arcade board. And that had games like Outrun and Space Harrier and others on there. And so they decided to make home games as well for other systems before the crash, and then after the crash they made their own thing. So they started with the SEGA Master System, which was okay. Couldn't compete against the NES. But then they made this thing here, the SEGA Genesis. And the SEGA Genesis is such a great little system. Oh, man. Let's see. It came with a game called Altered Beast back in those days. This is before Sonic the Hedgehog, so I didn't buy it for Sonic, although a lot of people did. A couple years after the SEGA Genesis premiered in 1989, as a matter of fact. That's what the thing looked like. Came with one controller. It actually came with a game, I know. Hard to believe. Vin made his entrance. Hello, Vin. How are you doing today? Talking about one of my favorite systems, reason why I got this one. This is called a SEGA Genesis. It's a 16-bit console, one of the first of its kind. It actually was a scaled-down System 16 arcade board made by Sega. It did virtually everything it did except for scaling and rotating. In other words, it couldn't zoom, nor could it just, you know, flip sprites around in circles, whatever like that. But it was a pretty powerful system. And is it forbidden? It is not forbidden, no. That's the SEGA Genesis itself. It actually just pretty much promoted itself as a 16-bit high-definition graphic system, and it was. It had a much faster processor than the NES, which was the thing that was out before it, for the most part, and particularly more than twice as powerful than its Sega Master System counterpart. But what titles did it have coming for it? It's official SEGA Genesis seal quality. When you saw that, it means that, yeah, it actually went through a particular process and said, hey, you know what? This game is pretty good. 64-bit graphics? Well, we've gotten past the bits part. Let's see, 32-bit and 64-bit and 128-bit. And then we kind of just started ignoring the bits, because then it was how many triangles could it do? How many colors could it process? How fast could it do? The bitmap and all that kind of stuff. It's what features did the system have at this point? And now, in the current era, it doesn't really matter how many, because they all can do millions of triangles. They all can do millions of colors. They all can do millions of this, that, and the other thing. It's how efficient is it? How fast can it do it? That kind of crap. SEGA re-releases Genesis with a 6-button controller, largely in response to the fighting games that were very popular for it at the time. And I am getting a phone call. Hopefully my phone app will actually show up. There it is. Hello. Let me switch it over here. You're not on speakerphone. Now you are on speakerphone. Hello, is this London Lass?
Hello, this is London Lass from an undisclosed place resting.
Hey, undisclosed place resting. Okay.
Just wanted to pop in and say, missing you guys, missing the audience, missing being part of everything.
Okay.
And you said you're doing Genesis, right?
I'm doing SEGA Genesis today, yes.
Oh, my favorite system.
It
always was. I preferred it to the NES.
Yeah.
And some of the games I had it for were the ones that were in the arcade.
Yes.
You know, not California games. California Driving.
Sure.
What was that?
It was called Outrun.
Outrun, that's it.
Yep.
And of course, Space Harrier.
Yep, Space Harrier 2 came out for it, sure.
I had Alex Kidd for it too, I think. Dumb Kid.
Alex Kidd was one of the original titles for it, sure.
Yeah, but then the one that was Dumb Kid, ha! I love that game. You know, it went.
That actually will be one of the games we'll be taking a look at, as a matter of fact. Because I did play Alex Kidd as well. I thought that game was fantastic for what it was.
Yeah, I had so many games. I had Maximo for it.
Sure.
I love Maximo. And of course, I had to upgrade it to the Master System. But
well,
I also did a bad thing.
What's that?
I had, those Game Genie things that
Sure.
you could put in and win it. Yeah, I have one of those.
You, me, and just about everyone else at the time. They were very common back in those days.
Yeah, anyway, so still not feeling it at 100%. Hoping to be back with you and everybody soon.
Okay.
Good luck with your stream today. Love you.
Love you too, babes. I'll see you in a bit, okay?
See you in a bit. Bye.
All right, bye. London Lass. Let's hear it for London Lass, everyone. Yay. No, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. The other one. Oh, that's how you get in trouble there. There you go. Don't make me. Yeah. Should have hit this one instead. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I failed there. Good job. SEGA Genesis, like I said, she mentioned a lot of good games that came out for it. Some of the premier titles that came out for it. There were quite a few of them, as a matter of fact. It only came out with 8 titles, believe it or not. And we're going to take a look at a few of them. Not all of them. We're going to take a look at a few of them. But it was pretty good. Now, if you were dumb enough to do what I did and got one of these, this is not mine, of course. This came from Wikipedia. But this is a SEGA Genesis with a SEGA CD off to its right and a SEGA Genesis 32X attached to it. So you can have the ultimate espresso machine for your video game collection. That was quite a bit. I remember selling this 32X in the fall of 1994, and they sold like hotcakes. And then all of a sudden, after the new year, couldn't sell one to save your life. Rather interesting. Words of the PlayStation and such were coming out back in those days too. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at things for the SEGA Genesis. What made me buy a SEGA Genesis? And quite frankly, Alex Kidd was an interesting game. It looked pretty interesting when I saw it in the display cabinet of various toy stores. One particular was Lionel Playworld. You don't have that around anymore, but it was pretty good, interesting looking game. Kind of fun to play. Then came the packed-in game, Altered Beast. We'll take a look at that as well. So let's go ahead and switch gears, and we're going to get the console ready in just a moment. There it goes. All right. I love technology, especially when it works. Turn on the console. There it goes. Okay, that is the first game that I kind of really caught my attention here. With the motion controls and the VR headsets, we now have those bulky add-ons back. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The motion control VR headsets, that's a very interesting experience. My former game store employer, whose rhymes with lame flop, actually had a VR setup in my old store, and this is after I've long gone. That was interesting. It was expensive, but interesting. And I see people play. Of course, we all watch the YouTube's videos and stuff like that. And oh my goodness. Okay, gotta wait for the phone app to come up again. All right, and let me wait for the phone screen to come up. And
I almost forgot about Altered Beast. I absolutely love that game.
you loved Altered Beast.
Here go.
Would you like to stay on the phone while I do this?
I had you on the big screen for a minute, and when this came up, I had to say, "Oh my God, I love it."
Yes, this was a great arcade game, and they did a marvelous translation for this on the SEGA Genesis. Now, I also had I think you and I both also had the Master System title for this as well. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and this game with the backwards and yes, it is. As a matter of fact, then, the Master System was so not good, but this more than made up for it. So.
Oh yeah, the Altered Beast was just welcome to your doom.
Yes, this was a great game. My best friend and I played. Best friend, I kind of refer to him as Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
I was more or less Leonard. But yes, this was quite the title for it.
Howard.
Beg your pardon?
At least you weren't Howard.
Yes, at least I were. Indeed. I knew Howard, though. All right. Tell you what. Let me go ahead and get started. You want to stay on the phone or anything, or?
What's the next game you're going to show?
Probably Thunderblade. Super Thunderblade. You there?
No, I'm going to let you play.
Okay.
I'll watch it for a few minutes online, and I'll be with you in support. I just wanted to mention, this is one of my favorite games.
Okay. Not a problem. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Altered Beast, yes. So what we're using here for our games library today, in PlayStation 2's days, they released a SEGA Genesis collection. And that's what we'll be using for our game today, to give my poor, pokey little computer a little bit of a break today. It is my office computer as well, so. Hey. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started then. And showing you the tidbits about the SEGA, the Altered Beast, excuse me. What's the museum say? That's rather interesting. Love it when they actually put a little bit things. Arise from your grave when Zeus, the legendary Greek god, brings you back to life with these famous words. You set forth on a mission to rescue his daughter, Athena, from the wicked god of the underworld, Neph. To survive the gauntlet of mythological foes, you must hunt down the three-headed wolves that inhabit each of the stage and collect the spirit balls they release. The spirit balls increase your strength and allow you to transform into a variety of forms, which includes the werewolf, were-dragon, were-bear, were-tiger, and the ultimate form of the golden werewolf. Each creature possesses powerful attacks that are required to bring the end of Neph's schemes. And did you know, back in 1989, I think I mentioned this, when the SEGA Genesis was released in the US, Altered Beast was included as a free pack-in game. And, of course, they did release a PlayStation 2 sequel in Europe and Japan called Project Altered Beast, which never got around here officially, but, you know, whatever. And Athena is the daughter of Zeus, and she's also the goddess of war, wisdom, and the arts, etc. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the game as we go ahead and hit play. And this brings back so many memories. I love this game. And it's going to go and give me a loading screen. We're going to also talk about the SEGA Genesis collection here for PlayStation 2 as well, because this was one of several compilations. This just happened to be Sega's 2 cents into the nostalgia run that was going on back. This is 20 years ago. Keep that in mind. So here we are, full circle again, as they released it for the Steam and everything else. Let's take a look. SEGA. Altered Beast. Now this was a 2-player co-op game. I'm going to show you a little bit of the track mode, and you can see you just beat the crap out of zombies, pillars, and there is the 3-headed wolf. You want to get the ones with the spirit balls, that's so that you can indeed power up. You get 3 of them. That's when you turn into the Altered Beast. You punch and you kick, all that good stuff. Alrighty. Oh yes. Should put on games that were terrible in these weeks. Oops. Good job. And I hit the wrong button. And remember, kick is a good one. Oh, good job. Because I'm trying to get him. And that's what I'm trying to get. Yes. Please. Well, I missed out. I can't get him now. I'll have to get him the second time around. And there I go. I am now the Altered Beast. Yay. Music changes and everything. Now I'm much faster, much more powerful. But I still get punched. I'll just do this. Get a few extra points there for the extra spirit ball. I still get punched out. Now, I will say this game is a bit better as a 2-player game. Okay, and I have enough energy to face him. Here we go. Oh, yeah. There you go. There's a little bit of strategy in this game, not a whole lot. And it takes my spirit balls. I want them back. Fine. So I jump into the hole, and here we go. Oh no. What will we do now? Game with the backwards end. I think that's about to come up right about now. Look, there's little purple jelly things, and he goes and tries to land on your head like that and kill you. I can't do a damn thing about it. Yeah, great. Let's try it again. Thank you, then. I was actually waiting for that. Alright, we probably can do it a little bit better this time. Good lord. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's get my spirit ball. Now I'm even more powerful. And I still get punched by that thing. Oh, you... God damn it. Okay, well, same thing as before. Yep. You know what? I am so sick and tired of you. You've got to be kidding me. Jesus. Wow, I didn't even make it to the boss. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah. It's going to be one of those days. Alright. I do love the funky music for the game over screen. Let's see what I can do here. Try one more time here. Yes. It's those ones, it's those little York ones that want to punch me. Of course. Power, oh yeah. Let's get this over with. All right. Oops. Right when I hit the button. There you go. He robs me of what I truly earned. And he goes and hides, and I have to go find him again. A grim picture. Holding Athena captive. Can't let him get away with this. Alright. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Can't get out. Yep. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, there you go. Awesome. That's a good half hour gone by, almost. So it took a while for me to finally get used to this game, and now it's going to take me another 20 to 30 years to get used to this game. Actually, it's a lot better with second player. Playing this game by yourself is a bit of a cumbersome thing. And there's no continue either, so you pretty much SOL. Yeah, we're going to exit the game. Alright, so yeah. So let's take a look at some of the other games that made me buy a SEGA Genesis. Really cool system. Again, this was a bit more sophisticated, a bit more advanced than the Nintendo Entertainment System. And this came out before the Super Nintendo, and this would be the start of the console wars by this time. And she mentioned Alex Kidd. Let's go ahead and take a look at Alex Kidd. This was a little interesting game. They had to have something come out for the Sega Genesis. Like I said, it only had 8 titles. Now, titles would come forth at a rather rapid rate once it started getting popular. Funnily enough, though, it didn't gain a whole lot of traction in Japan at first. It gained a great deal of popularity here in America. And, of course, the action and sports titles, and, of course, EA's support for it, along with Capcom and a few others, did wonders for this. Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle, 1989. We have options. Let's see what the options are. Continue? Okay. Okay, yeah. Try that again. Nope. No credits. Huh? Interesting. Difficulty. Yeah, we'll make it easy. Why not? Control. Okay. How about that? Very good. Jenkin? Yes. You have the gorilla, the queen, the bear, and the wizard. So, all you do is just pretty much, you play one of these. Now, in the real game, you would lose a life if you lose. Oh, we tied. And we keep going until we get a victor. Or we could do it against the queen. It's the exact same game. Oh, tie. Can you imagine if this was just the game? Yep, tie again. This would be great. If all the action in the game was just this part. Again, I wasn't ready that time. No. You can actually give him a second chance. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Rookie Town. We try to find that at the end of each level. Now, what's interesting here is that the collision is kind of interesting. If I had punched that chest, or kicked that chest in this case, that car would have plowed right over me. Of course, I can just punch the car because, it's a game. Here's the first opportunity. I can beat me at the game in aisle, give you a gift, bet 50. Will you bet your life? Ooh. Sure, why not? Pick rock, papers, or scissors before the music stops. Ready? Sure. Now we're back to this again. Nah. Well, now I've lost 50. I gained it all back. So there. I can play again, by the way, with this one. Beat me. Beat me at the game, and I'll give you a gift. Bit 50. Okay. Sure. And here we go. Aha! And I got the pogo stick. Now, will I actually use it? Of course not. That makes sense. And any slight collision with any of these foes will cause me to die. Okay, let's see if I can get that nice little gift now. Here we go. All right. Calls me. Now the blue ones I can punch away. Okay, that was a good move. There we go. I got my money back. I can get this cane. Bet 500. I don't even have 500, so no. 500. You think I made money? Yay, and I got it. Now I move on to the next board. I can get that, but I probably have to have more money than I have. Nope, only 50. Excellent. Sure. Ah. Boo. Okay, I didn't like that. I must have that motorbike. Alright, you know what? This is going to be like my prize claw machine. I've got to have that stupid bike. About bloody time. Of course, again, I can't use it in the game. Got a dung beetle. Smash it right into that gopher. Oh, you've got to be kidding. I couldn't stop in time. And he still has a bike. No, I already have my bike. I only paid 50. Well, I paid more than 50 for it. Wow. Excellent. Alright. Get some more money. Let's let that one go. I got rid of both of them. Excellent. I said, the red ones, fortunately, you cannot get rid of. Are you kidding me? Where'd you come from? You know what? We'll just bypass all that. Yeah, it's a bird. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, it doesn't start me at the beginning, like some games. Oh, good. Uh-huh. Nope, can't get up there. Oh, goody. A diagonally flying bird. A very curious gopher. All right. I kind of feel bad for doing that, but I don't. I could have gone in that cave, but I really didn't care at that point. Was Alex Kidd the Proto Sonic? Kind of. That's a fair question. Kind of. Sonic the Hedgehog wasn't yet a thing. That would be derived by a newly created Sonic team. One of the newer R&D developers. I can't get that. For Sonic. But, yeah, Sonic is kind of a figment of somebody's imagination at this point. That game would premiere in 1991. Okay. Let's see, I have a lot of pufferfish. I'm safe here. Should be safe here. Except I got Mr. Turtle. No, stay there. Stay there. See, Alex wants to rise up. Think of this kind of like a SEGA Mario of sorts. Okay. Yeah, I can still punch. Okay, goodbye, turtle. Ah, that's cute. I can already see what's coming. As it shoots ink out. Okay, oops. Jeez. Okay. And there you go. Scorpion Deserts now coming up. Go from underwater to completely no water. Awesome. And a very friendly looking scorpion. Just came off screen. Let's see what oh, I can go upward. Get over here, yes. And an eagle, because of course. And you can see there, that's a little trap just waiting for me. And what's amazing, oh, a mummy too, look at that. He's on the other side of that thing, just waiting for me. And there's an eagle. Jump over like that. Oh, goody. 2 of them. That's close. That is close. Bye-bye, Scorpion. Barely saw you there. Now will he come after me? No. Wonder how fast those mummies are. We're about to find out. There we go. Get over here. Pyramid. Wonder if it's 25,000 or 100,000. I could pick up one of those. That's awesome. The mummy's back over there. Yeah, one. Excellent. I'm not liking this one. Yeah, I got to be real careful here. Now, while this one's not the fastest game in the world, that is true, hardly showing off its speed, that's where Sonic kind of comes in place, because Sonic was a marvelously fast game. I had a colleague of mine telling me how they kind of overclocked Mario for the Super Nintendo, instead of matching up the same speed and power of that of the Genesis. And let's just say it was just a tad overclocked. Yeah, be careful with that one. I'm the Queen of the Oasis. You must defeat me here. You must defeat me to pass here. God. But of course, not an actual battle. No. Gotta do it this way. Okay. 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 Yep, that cost me my life. Fortunately, I have another one. And it takes me all the way back to the beginning. Oh, there you go. Neat. You can do this all day. Probably because I already got the extra life there. That'd be my guess. Oops. Sorry about that. Now, let's see if I can defeat the Queen of the Nile. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Would not stop sliding. Ah. Back to the beginning. Now we'll avoid the gold ones. How about that? Okay. Oops. Can I just like buy my way like I do all the other times? I guess not. Oh, they beat up you. Okay, I don't have any extra lives, so I have to get it right this time. It's my one and only chance. Tie. We'll try again. Yes. Like I'm going to give you a second chance. You killed me once. Yes. Hi-ho Forest. Okay. Let's stop here for a second, and let's take a gaze at what we're seeing here. Now he comes at me with an axe. He's trying to chop the ground that I'm at, and he's wearing a mask. He doesn't strike me as someone friendly. Jason, is that you? Indeed. And, interesting. Okay. And Jason, we'll just leave you there. Okay. Okay, I can't believe that worked, so we're just going to leave that. And there's a nice little bee there, and I'm going to have to go up there, aren't I? Yeah, of course. Should have saw that coming. And there's no continues. We established that earlier. So that was yet another reason to have a SEGA Genesis. It's a cute game. Hi, I'm Alex Kidd. I live on planet Ares. My brother, Igul, is king. Frankly, my life was uneventful. But then, I heard a rumor. My lost father, King Thor, was alive on the planet Paper Rock. Why is it named Paper Rock? Because everyone there is an expert at the game called Paper Rock Scissors. If a visitor is no good at that game, he won't last long. My family didn't want me to go. Yeah, really. But I have to find out. Is my father still alive? So that's the premise. I liked it better not knowing, honestly. I feel a little worse now. Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah. If you quit now, your progress in this game will be lost. Quit? Yes. Oh yeah. It's handy having this, I will say that. Okay, so that's Alex Kidd. An Altered Beast. See, some of the other games here, they came out a little bit later. Columns I would actually get, but it wasn't around when I got the Genesis, so... Let's see, what other gems do we have here? 1989, 90. This is a fantastic game. Appeared in the arcades. Again, trying to show off its arcade-like hardware, and it was essentially arcade-like hardware because it was a scaled-down System 16 that Sega made. But you have to compare them, I guess, to the Master System version because Master System also had this as well. And again, it wasn't anywhere near as exciting or as fast or as good. We did actually play Golden Axe for this and the Master System in an earlier stream with London Lass. But yeah, let's take a look at the track mode. While it's not pixel perfect, excuse me, easy for me to say. Wow, it is indeed a damn dead ringer for the arcade classic. With the sounds. There you go. Oh yeah. X, Battler, the Barbarian. His mother was killed by death at her. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. You can actually have a duel too. Options. Life meter, because we suck. The A button is magic. The B button is jump. The C button, rather, A is magic. B is attack. C is jump. And then what I wound up doing is hitting the C button pretty much always the first time. So I can play as him, or her. And I usually wind up playing her because she is the most evenly spread as far as attack power and has magic. You see she has quite a few magic slots up there. And of course, the more magic vials you get, the more powerful your magic attack will be. And Alex, yeah, Alex is dead and all that kind of stuff. Okay, great. Good start. Dies off screen. It should be interesting to note that this is not the first brawler on any console. In fact, Nintendo Entertainment System had quite a few of them, but Nintendo actually had a couple of stipulations. If you made it for their system, you could not be attacked from the back. And so you got games like Double Dragon, for example. You always were attacked from the face, from front. Yeah, oh, you were just waiting to do that. All right. I prefer the ones that actually shoot fire. Oh, get off mine! It's mine now. Let me get up here and do that then. There we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Yeah, you're really, really irritating there. There you go. So much easier when I have this thing. Especially if I can stay on it. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, you know what? Just had to piss me off now. that was fairly impressive. Oh wow. There you go. Okay, only lost one life. Get up. Our sport enemy Death Adder is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through the Turtle Village. Now, when the Super Nintendo came out for the 1991, a little bit later, from the SEGA Genesis, it had a superior sound system versus the Genesis. It had a better graphics display, better color palette. True. But for whatever reason, they just didn't put a big processor in it. This used a Motorola processor. Forget which one it is exactly, but this thing was a powerhouse in comparison. Again, it didn't have the same, it didn't have the awesome color palette or the sound system, but it did hold its own. And like I say, if you like the action games, especially sports games, Sega themselves had a pretty good sports lineup, but of course EA, John Madden Football in particular. Okay, we're just standing here. Hello? Hello? Are we moving forward? Nope, we're not moving forward. Hello? Hello? Alrighty. This has only happened to me once before. I have to admit, I've never had this done while trying to show off the game, though. The game is stuck. So we can just sit here, or rather jump around and dance like she's doing right now. Yes. What happened was, if you caught what I did earlier, I was just hoping it wouldn't happen. One of the bad guys got thrown off screen, but he didn't die, but he didn't return either. It's just one of those things because the background was moving. And he's over there somewhere, but I can't go backwards because the game won't let me. But he's over there somewhere. And this game is effectively stuck. Fantastic. All right. This is going great. Okay, go back to the options because I did reset. Life meter. Okay, there's that. And exit. We'll play beginner. Maybe I won't get stuck on the beginner. You see why it's beginner. Because it only takes one time to fall them. There you go. Oh, you suck. You usually only get one of those. Now I got two of those. Alright. Okay, get my extra magic. Okay, get one more. Get one more. Get one more. There you go. Alright. Ooh. And you see, it takes quite a bit for me to lose even a bit of my life meter there. And once again, the rather interesting magic display. Just a tad too easy, I think. I'm surprised it let me get 4. So I got everything back. Excellent. Okay, so this... Make sure that this doesn't happen again. Oh. Ah. Oh. All right. They don't have a differentiation in screaming, by the way. If you notice that, when I did lose a life earlier in the game, that she had the same yell as the guy. So there you go. Bye. Go, my dragon. My dragon. Oh, yeah. Not a loyal mount? Absolutely not. Okay, you know what? So you can play that game. Alright. Yes. Okay, I'm only interested in the blue one, to be honest with you. Because I'm full health otherwise. I got one anyway. Okay, got almost all my magic back. How they wait their turn? Yes. All right. Okay. Okay, just go away. Okay. And she's just standing there. Thought she just want to talk. The Hammer Brothers are back. Okay. Fine. Get my magic back. Now, the colors that the enemies are pretty much represents their strength. These being gold are a bit more powerful, but it doesn't seem to really matter a whole lot. Oh, there he is. Ooh. I still have magic, surprisingly. Alright. Yeah, that's about to say. And so you enjoy the game after you mastered this mode, go for rough and tough action of the arcade mode. If you're still unsure, more training awaits you here. So, that's how pretty much this game plays. Total score, I got a 45. I used 3 players, strength 45, and that puts me not very good. Right in the middle. Well, that's a B. So you got F, D, C, B, and A plus, A plus plus, A plus plus plus. No, it's not an F, Vin. It's not an F. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Let's hear it for Golden Axe. Four credits. Too bad you can't, like, give yourself more credits. That'd be awesome. Nope. Just more life. Okay. And then the duel. We'll play him. It's a fighting game. How about that? And when you consider that, you know, games like only Street Fighter was out at this point. So there was no Mortal Kombat. There was no, the Street Fighter 2 series had come out. That's really about it. So, no Tekken, no Soul Edge. Essentially, you're playing a rather early fighting game. You have all the meter in the world, and they don't. Not quite perfected yet. Ooh. Okay. And you only have 30 seconds. Okay, that on a dragon. Couldn't turn around fast enough. Cheap time. Oh, I hate the skeletons. Oh. Now, considering they're already dead, and you kill them, okay, now it's an even playing field because I have 4 total bars left. You notice that I do not regain health after each battle. And these are red, so they're a bit more powerful than the green ones. And there they go. Didn't lose life. Now I'm against 2 of those. Ooh. Getting a taste of my own medicine. Yep. Oh. Ah, that's it. Not terrible. Ah. So I got a total score of 56. Okay. Not bad. That's an A plus, according to this. Around 60. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'll take it. I don't know why I saved. I saved. Okay. This is more of an exhibition thing. That's okay. It's okay. Thank you all for being out here with me today. Appreciate it. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you haven't followed yet, give me a follow. Greatly would appreciate it. Now, let's see. They made Golden X2, and they even made a Golden X3. Let's see. I did play this. I had a good time with that, too. We'll probably do that on a Thursday for role-playing nights. Because I only got one more episode, I think, of Secret of Mana, but we'll see what happens. Ugh. Shadow Dancer. Now, Super Thunderblade, I was a big arcade junkie in my teenage years, believe it or not. So I actually hung around arcades. And Thunderblade was one of... They made 4 Phantasy Stars. The first one was on the SEGA Master System. It was pretty good, too. 2, 3, and 4 were on the SEGA Genesis. They wouldn't get another one officially until the Dreamcast. Phantasy Star Online. And it was okay. It was really neat because you could play with other players, hence the online feature, but yeah. So Thunderblade was an arcade game done by the AM2 department of SEGA. And so they decided, we're going to show off our hardware and make Super Thunderblade, and here we are. And it's a rather low level game, so let's kind of boost this up a bit. That sounds good. So, you are in the chopper. That would be the Thunderblade, and your job is to, defeat all those tanks and other choppers and aerial craft and whatever. Try not to fly into the buildings. Now, this is one of those games where the scaling probably would have been a really good thing to have, but it was a scale down to 16. It did not have it. And so every time they made those buildings a bit bigger, and every time they, the other objects there, they had to actually redraw the sprite. So there will be multiple sprites of the same thing, of the building. A small one, then a bigger one, and an even bigger one, and so forth, until it moves off to the side. This game features two types of play. Pretty much forward perspective, and then top-down perspective. I believe it's going to show you the top-down in just a second. And believe it or not, there are boss battles in this. Here's your top-down. This was more typical of Thunderblade. And this is a boss, if you will. The object is to actually get rid of those turrets that you see there. Destroy as many as you can. Gonna be shooting rockets at you. Yep, eventually he gives up. Alright. So let's play, shall we? See what our options are. Let's make this easy. Controls normal. And let's give ourselves plenty of lives. So it's showing off some of its graphics. Bigger sprites than the previous generation. And certainly a ton of speed. Probably should have inversed the controls, but that's alright. Yep. So anyway, like I said, as you see, the buildings look like they jump about simply because of the fact that they have to be redrawn each and every time you move. Or they move, rather. Controls are a bit sluggish, I will have to admit. But you are flying a helicopter after all. Yeah, saw that coming. It's going to fly right into him. I might just even get past this first round here. There we go. Okay, so this is the bad guy. My goodness. Yeah, I think I'm going to flip the controls. out of lives. There we go. Yay! So not exactly a a super game or anything like that, but it did. I love the arcade game Thunderblade, and then, of course they made Afterburner as well. They made Afterburner 2 for the Genesis. A lot of sequels. Super Thunderblade as opposed to Thunderblade. Super Space Harrier, Space Harrier 2, excuse me, after Space Harrier. I'm a little surprised this was not in the compilation here. All right. And all in all, it was a lot of fun to play. But, like many of the games of this era, they were arcade games. They didn't have longevity as far as play. You played it for a bit, you turn it off, play on to your next game. That was the thing back in those days. That's why I had a lot of games. That's why they were cheaper then, too. Simply because of the fact that a lot of them were just simply ports of arcade games. Here's another boss battle. Ooh. A super duper submarine. With a ton of firepower. Alright, so I'm going to do one more shot at this. We're going to flip the options. And this time I'm going to make the control reverse. Alright, let's see how this works. You can skip right on to the launch. Oh yeah. I'm probably going to still lose a bunch of lives right off the bat, but you know what? Whatever. Yep. Like I said. And yes, I have crashed in the buildings. Never fear, that can soon happen. Crash into the trees as well. Ah. Thank you, Ben. Okay, here we go. Jeez. This is me against that cannon. There you go. Now, back in the Nintendo's days, you didn't have a whole lot of the front perspective like this. I mean, you had some like 3D World Jumper and so forth. Not that many. That's how you fly into trees, kids. Oh. That was a pretty good run there. Let's go fly right on him. Right on in. Absolutely. I'm kind of locked in place. Soon it'll let me fly around. There we go. Boss number 2. I believe I don't have too many lives left. And there you go. Yes. All right. And there you go. Not too bad. Double my score. How about that? I'm going to take a quick break real fast. We're about 90 minutes in, and I'm going to just hydrate for a second, and I'll be right back. Stand by. Alrighty. We're going to exit the game. Save my decent high score. Accessing its loading screen. Oh, right. Sword of Vermilion. Played that one. This game was interesting because of the fact that I actually could do things. You know how you have inventory items? It would let you do almost anything to it. So I actually had a lockpick in the game, and I accidentally had my character eat it. And the comment was, it didn't taste good. But then again, I lost my lockpick. Not exactly the greatest moment, but it was worth mentioning because I thought that particular ability was absolutely that stupid, but it actually had a response to it, so they purposely did that in testing. Of course, Vector Man, Virtua Fighter 2, okay. So let's see. I'm going to play some of the games that I bought afterwards that I absolutely love, like this one here, Columns. Columns is a puzzle game, kind of a response to Tetris that Nintendo had. And of course, Atari made one in response to losing Tetris because Nintendo had secured the home rights, but Atari hadn't. And so they made Clax. In this case, we got Columns. Now, Columns was a one of those matching 3 type games, but not the same way that you normally associate with today's games. Because it's columns means everything is vertical. So let's take a look. It actually gives you the attract mode instructions. This game, by the way, is identical to that of the arcade game. So you use your button there to flip the arrangement of the jewels. And you can make matches in vertical, horizontally, or diagonally. The more jewels you put in your matches, the more they're worth. You can also create chain reactions. The magic jewel will erase, will get rid of any of them of the same color. Of course, if you do chain reactions, they multiply in points. Ding. And if you reach the top, game's over. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm in there twice. I'm going to choose easy. And you can play against one another, by the way, in a 2-player match. Oh, it is fun. You should look this one up. This is one of Sega's masterpieces. Yeah, we'll do it this way. That's worth 60 points because I had 4 jewels. That's 30 points. Now I've been long waiting for the diagonal. Now, unlike clacks, diagonals are not worth more points than, say, verticals or horizontals. Whereas in clacks, the harder to make the 3 of a kind, well, the more points you get. And early stages, it gives you hints to help you out. And then it gets hard. And unlike Tetris, you don't get more points for dropping them down faster. That sucked. Oh, dumb. All right. All right. Well, it's not the most exciting game in the world, true, but it is fun to play. You gotta remember, I don't know why I did that. That's part of the charm of the games. Oh, it didn't set up right. And that should, yes. No more hints for me. Oh, damn it. Okay. A little bit better. Okay. Oh, that was bad. And we're just going to pretty much put ourselves out of our misery here. It is fun. It works better with an actual Genesis controller because I realized it wasn't doing too well. Quite possibly because the way the PlayStation 2 buttons and control pad works, they are actually pressure sensitive. That was a thing of the PlayStation 2 as opposed to the PlayStation 1. Yeah, they both had dual shocks, but some games actually required the PlayStation 2 dual shock because of the pressure sensitivity of the buttons. Genesis didn't have any of that crap. It wasn't around yet. Now, it did have a second game. We're going to play the Flash Columns game. So we're going to start off as a novice with no height, and we have a choice of music. We have Clotho, Lathus, or Atropos. All right. Now, one of these jewels you have to match, and that would be the green one down there that's flashing. You have to get to it by making matches with the other jewels. So therefore, I have to match it with a green one. So this is a good start here. So I'm going to try to do that and make it here. So this is fairly easy. I've done it. I did it in 15 seconds. Yay. Well, you can also set yourself for harder levels. And then we're going to do that right here in just a second. Oops. See, it wants to go over one. All right. Oops. Okay, now the yellow one is. Thought we'd start off with a different one, but instead, I'm going to clear that. I'm going to clear around it now. Okay. Not what I had in mind. Okay, there we go. 43 seconds. Not nearly as well. Alright, we're going to try it one more time. Menu. We're going to play Flash one more time. This time we're going to give ourselves an extra bit of height. And we're going to choose different music because I like the music. Now it's going to be on the bottom row. Chances are it's going to be the yellow one. Just off center to the right. Yep. Same rules apply, by the way. If you reach the top, well, your game's over. Okay. Let's see if we can reach that one. Excellent. Yeah, it's a gimme. Then we're going to match that one there. And now it exposes the yellow one. And I think we have a winner. 51 seconds. Not bad considering how high that was. Not bad. So, for many people who had a Genesis, this is probably one of the kind of sleeper games to have. It was very cool to have. I happen to love it. Alright. Now we're going to get to the real reason why a lot of people bought a Genesis after the fact. That, of course, would be Sonic the Hedgehog. So let's go ahead and check that out. Now, I have to admit, I was quite excited to see Sonic the Hedgehog when it did come out. The commercial was fantastic. Of course, a lot of stores had it as a demonstration to play, and it was incredibly fast, to say the very, very least. And the advertising campaign that they had where Sega does what Nintendo don't. So this is now the start of the console wars, 1991. And the Super Nintendo's come out with their 16-bit machine. Sega already had their Genesis. And you kind of had to decide which system did you want. Because, again, this is a lot of money back in those days. Do you want action? Do you want speed? Or do you want fun games like Zelda, Mario? Now, Sega finally has a bona fide mascot. One that does indeed rival Mario in a lot of ways. And everyone remembers the Green Hill Zone's music. As it gets started. Knocking out the TVs to get the rings, to get the bonus items. All the robots to get rid of to free the Flickies. We did have a game, by the way. There is a game called Flicky out there. It's both an arcade game and they made it for the Genesis. There you go. Let's get started, shall we? Now, one thing this Sonic 2 had over Sonic 1 that I really liked was the fact that you could actually do a spin start. Where you couldn't do that here. You had to actually start and then go down and roll into a spin. But that's alright. Because kind of, when you got little ramps like that and you couldn't get enough speed, you just go right back down. Okay, and go right on through. Yeah. Almost fell off anyway. My 10 rings there. Oh, wouldn't let me jump into the ring. That would give me the ability to get the Chaos Emerald. I'll wait for another stage. Act 2. Got my shield. That'll be important. I don't lose rings that way. As long as you have even one ring, you will survive attacks. Unless, of course, you hit something that will crush you. Ah, perfect. Like those, for example. You can't survive those too well. There you go. That's a good example of not surviving that. Okay. Of course. Y'all didn't see that. As long as you have more than 50 rings, that giant ring will appear. I didn't have anywhere near that, so I only had 6 rings, so no giant ring for me. The object is you do want to get all the Chaos Emeralds. Get that big ending. Yeah, okay. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were. Okay. A lot of good that will do me. Okay. There you go. Jump over it next time. Nope. Actually, that's right. Go up there. Ah. Alright. Everyone's favorite, the little thorn thingy. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you can actually... Really? Not mistaken. Yeah. Ah. Like I said, it's a little difficult with the PS2 controller because of the way the buttons are. Not saying that I suck at the game. I'm sucking right now, sure. But like I said, they didn't have the pressure sensitivity buttons in the SEGA Genesis days. This certainly was a game to get. And they released this numerous times and for the SEGA Genesis itself. In classic editions, you know, like you get more than one game. Came with Altered Beast, Golden Axe. Of course, this would come with it. Columns, there's a compilation with that as well. And SEGA would have a tendency to re-release really their star games over and over again. Much like Nintendo does, even to this very day. And of course, if you have on the SEGA Genesis collection on Steam, you can get this game along with all the other ones that we just saw. Really cool package. Let's see what else is out there. So this particular edition was really neat. SEGA Genesis collection. They also made one for the PSP, as opposed to the PlayStation 2. And they each had an arcade game. So let's go to the extras. So you can play the Altered Beast arcade game, Future Spy, Tac Scan, one of my favorites, Zaxxon, and then there's Zector. Let's play Zaxxon. I'm going to play this for a few minutes to round out the stream. Greatly appreciate me being here. So Sega made arcade games back in the early 1980s as well, like Atari, like Namco with Midway, so forth. They were really cool. So let's take a look at this one. So you got shot at by missiles, by planes. You want to shoot the fuel tanks because that gives you fuel. There you go. Was not paying attention to what's behind me. You also have to watch out for things like little electronic shields. And they made a few home versions of this as well. The Atari 2600 had it, the ColecoVision 5200. I keep running into those damn ground missiles. And where your shot lands was pretty important, because that could tell you if you're going to clear that wall, per se, or that electronic field. Oh, this was the infamous flying into a wall game. Now there's an enemy plane count down there. That's important. Because as soon as you do reach that number, that magic number of 0, you will come across the boss, assuming you actually make it. Unlike me. Right now. Okay. Don't know why I did that. Don't get a whole lot of time to put your initials in. All the way at the bottom. Let's do one more game. They did make a sequel to this the same year called Super Zaxxon. It was much faster, much harder, with basically the same elements. Instead of finding a big old robot at the end, you fought a space dragon. It's 1982. What do you want? Okay, now I only have half my fuel left, so it'd be a good idea to pick some up as soon as I make it out of this little space tunnel here. Keep hitting invisible shields there, if you can see that. I haven't hit a single one of these yet, have I? There we go. I got one now. Yay! What made this game stand out also was the fact that it had that 3/4 perspective view, unlike many of the other shooters of the time. Yes, I know. See, I got my fuel. You happy? Of course, it came at a great expense. That's good. All right. Ah, too high. Here comes the boss. Ah, this is a common outcome. And believe it or not, that's it. Shoot his missile down. You're good. I got a handsome 200 point bonus. Yes, I ran into the wall. Good job. They're now shooting at me from the sides. Fantastic. Okay. We can do it. We can do it. Never seem to get those satellites. Don't know why. Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up. Well, I got an extra life anyway. And I got my fuel back. Okay. Ooh, that's narrow. That's just as narrow. Ah. Not bad. Not bad at all. 16,950. Very good. P. Ac. All right. Very good. Let's see what else we got here. So even though I had the Genesis, I still had it out at this point. No, it was playable. It's neat to have the compilations because you get those extra goodies. Destroy the alien robots. Yeah, Zector was an interesting game. It was a sequel to Space Fury, if I'm not mistaken.
So you've come to take the cell back. You'll have to fight for it.
Will do. Oh, that was easy. The thing with this, like, asteroids with bumpers. Ah. Yeah, they were kind of hard back in those days. Bit of a paddle game with a thrust button and a fire button. Kind of like Asteroids, nowhere near as fun. The cheat sheet. Ooh. They also had interviews with the developers of the games. Virtual Fighter 5 was coming out at the time. Phantasy Star Universe was coming out at the time, and so forth. People who made the games. And we'll do one more. We'll do a last bit of Altered Beast, this time the arcade game. You saw what it looked like at the top of the show. Take a look at what it looks like now in the arcades. They came out shortly before. Similar title screen.
Rise from your grave.
Now, whereas the Genesis was a scaled-down System 16 board, I'll just let you explode there. No biggie. A little bit flashier. Essentially the same game. That was the point. They could actually do the same arcade goodness that we all knew and love. You suck. Nope, not ready yet. Yep, so I must continue. My penance for not getting everything I should have. And here we go. Yeah. There we go. There you go. This should seem awfully familiar. Yep. Unlike the Genesis game, I can't do the same thing I was doing before. which kind of sucks. There you go. While not identical, certainly similar enough where you can be confused which was Genesis version versus which was the arcade version. Yeah. Once again, the gruesome scene. Oh, noes. What will we do now? Hark. Of course, the little jelly things, which I hate. Seriously? Seriously? There you go. Borrowed from Golden X. Although I think it came here first. Not ready yet. Come on, give me a chance. Give me a... fine. Alright, Uncle Fester, that's fine by me. There you go. Ooh, I'm dragging now. Yay! Ah. I like the other one better, to be honest with you. little bit of drama going on in here. All right. And here we go. Nope. Where'd you come from? All right. I'm ready. All right. Welcome to your doom. Oh, yeah. The eyes have it. Oh. No, don't know why I didn't go down. Yeah, we'll start. Yeah, you never give up. Never surrender. Looks like I'm getting to him. There you go. Excellent. Yeah. Menacing sounding and everything. They're the backwards ants I think Vin was talking about. Ooh. Yeah, I did do that. Good for me. There you go. Okay. Jesus. Fine. That's kind of awkward. Wow. I did do that. Okay. Okay. There you go. That's all I'm waiting for. Who cares about the rest of the game? I'm now a big teddy bear. Yeah. And he can do that. Roll right off the board. What else can he do? I sense a lot of quarters. Oh man. See how bonkers these. Next time I play this, I gotta do it on the computer. Oh yeah? This looks so odd. Ah. Got into a death loop, I guess. It's kind of like a hermit dragon, though, if you really think about it. He's not liking it, though. Oof. Escape that one. Okay. Yeah! Back to my wimpy self. We're coming, Athena! Just you wait! Okay, the first one, yes. Well on our way. Okay. Okay. Of course he'd be down there. Alright. There's a lot of doggo activity around me. There I am. Hello. There you go. Alrighty. Who have we got here? Okay.
Never give up.
Never give up. Hmm. Wow. Okay. There you go. A little tougher than I thought. Oh, that hurt. Oh, we got the fighting goats now. Wonderful.
Power up.
All right.
Power up.
Hmm. And just jump right on by. Wonderful. Nitties. Wow. Hmm. Nah. Well, I would have had it if we're just traipsing on the top there. Nah. Admittedly, this is tough. Gee, nitties. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, they borrowed them from the turtles. Oh. I should have clearly won that one. Just a second there, Dust. Once again, that's my Buddy Row Dusty, my Rhodesian Ridgeback Blackmouth Cur mix. And here comes Macy. Gonna wrap up soon. Oops. Ah! Wow. Oh. There you go. Hey, Macy. Macy's my German Shepherd. Oh! Alrighty. That seems so anticlimactic. Especially with the victim music being so happy. I hear you, Dusty. Yes, I know, Dusty. Alright, buddy. Okay, Dusty, I hear you. Hey, Dusty, it's okay. Okay, Dusty. I got you. Dusty, okay, Dusty. Of course. I'll tell you what, we're going to pause here for a second there. I'm going to let this game continue on there. We'll be right back, okay? Stand by for just one quick moment. Greatly appreciated. Alrighty. Where were we? Anyway, those are the basic reasons why I got a SEGA Genesis. It's a lot of fun to play. very arcade-like quality. Kind of set the things for games to come. And it was a lot of fun doing. So, go to Steam. You can find the Genesis collection there. This is the PS2 version. This is a rather old version. But again, some of the best games that appeared there. Let's go back. Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Super Thunderblade, Sword of Vermilion, Vector Man 2, Virtual Fighter 2. Yes, they did make that into a Genesis game, but it's not the 3D polygon game you all know. Alex Kidd, Altered Beast, Bonanza Brothers, God. Columns, Comic Zone, Decap Attack. That's a good one. That's from Psycho Fox, a sequel. Echo the Dolphin. They do have Flicky. They do have Flicky. So, let's take a look at this. So, Sega took some of their arcade games and they made these. So, this is Flicky. Of course, Flickies were used to power up the robots for Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman, whichever you prefer. And so you got a help guide. The birds to the exit door. Press the button to jump and shoot, and you want to rack up a super score. And of course, there'll be cats. And should a cat kind of jump and interfere with that, well, that's bad because then that disrupts the chain. Oopsie. There was an arcade game from Jellicoe called "Oh, I Lost My Bird Thanks to You." Is that all of them? I think so. And the quicker you do it, the better your time bonus is. Oh. Yep, can't touch the cat. So now they're all down there, just wandering around. They're going to try to connect to me as quick as they can. Oh, there's two of them. Missed that jump. Missed that jump again. I was wondering if he's going to catch on. Okay, once again. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Ah! This is called Flicky. Now, Flickies are the little birds that power the robots for Dr. Robotnik and Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, you guys game too, you know? Why not? So, to guide Flicky to the birds, go to the exit door, press the button, jump and shoot, and rack up a super score, because there are 6 of these birds on a given board. So, let's take a look. Got a 300 bonus for that. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, the birds are over there. That doesn't matter because I got them all. 42 seconds. Not terrible. Okay, because the cat touched the birds, I lost track of my birds. There's a dog at my feet. Hello there, Gabby. Gabby is my mother-in-law's Shih Tzu. Alrighty. Not as good as the first board. Okay. Uh-huh. Aha. Yeah. I think I missed 3. Not too bad. Let's see where the cats come out. That's close. Unfortunately, the cats don't jump unless they are going to another board. There you go. No bonus. Ah. Boo. Ah. Oh well. Not too bad. Now some people got Echo the Dolphin, and it was pretty much a game that you could buy a system for. They made 3 of them. They made the Echo Junior, but first they made Echo the Dolphin, then Echo Tides of Time. So let's go with the first one, then we'll go wrap it up. And here we go. This game did indeed turn heads with its graphics, its color, and it's pretty much saying, yeah, you know, we can compete with the Super Nintendo. Oh, thank you for following me. Greatly appreciated. AZO486. And pardon me if I can't pronounce that. But I appreciate the follow nonetheless. Thank you. This is Echo the Dolphin. Again, this is a game that kind of sold the Genesis. Now, when I got my Genesis, it was 1989, so this game didn't appear quite yet. And Nova Trade did a few games as well for other things for Sega, including Sega CD for that matter. So let's take a look at the game here. It has been forever since I played this. But this was a beautiful game. And it had its fast moments and slow moments like that. Gee, nitties. So here I am. Echo the Dolphins. And everything's quite peaceful and nice. Let's call him me for now. And there I am with my buddies, my friends, and fishies. And everything is nice and peaceful. Play along. Oh yes, forgot about that. The marks on your head look like the stars in the sky. He's going to say the same thing over and over again. Try to get the other attention. There you go. How high in the sky can you fly? Well, it's a good question. Yeah. Oh, no. 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 Ah. All life down there. It's gone. Gone. No, 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 no. Try it again. No. Get back here. So nobody's left. Starts Echo's adventure. Oops. Ouch. Okay. So here we go. Suddenly, great winds of water. Indeed. Indeed. Can't go down there, huh? Nope. You go up. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Can't go down there either. Ah. That's good. Try it one more time. I need to jump up over that. Almost. Not doing too good. I just want to get over that thing. Jeez. All right. Thank you. Christ. All right, let's see. Nope, doesn't like me doing that. Alright. Oh! Damn those barnacles. Well, that didn't end well. Okay, now my nose is stuck. Try that again. Almost. We can do it. And you know what? Screw this. I'll do it the hard way. How about that? Something terrible is happening. Something very powerful. I am sad for you. I know not of your pod. Yeah. We'll find out one of these days. Yeah, I know. We just talked. It was a great talk. Okay. Ah, there's a jewel. And a bunch of jellyfish. Excellent. Search for the key, Cliff. I just want to get past. Fine. Jesus. Well, that pretty much... It's been forever since I played the game. A lot of people... I loved it when I used to play this game and, you know, it would get traded in or whatever like that. I asked why you trade in a game a lot of times when people trade into video games. And they said, I didn't understand how to play it. Or I didn't know what to do. And this game is one of those. It was one of those beautiful games, eye candy to look at and everything. A lot of people literally doing what I'm doing, not realizing that there was an actual objective to the game. Nah, almost made it. You could have made it. You could have made it. There you go. But yeah, there was an actual objective that the gems were there to kind of give you clues as to what to do. You had to watch out for the barnacles. You had to watch out for the jellyfish. See, I'm in the middle of all that. Oh, losing oxygen. After all, he was a mammal. There you go. And he's at it again. Of course. Poor Dust. We just had him out, too. That's alright. Now, I can't get past that gem. So I have to find a key cliff. According to it. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. He wasn't satisfied the first time around, so what we're going to do is we're going to end it up here. It's one of those. It's one of those. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, we're dying here. We're dying here. Yeah, I know. Oh, man. This is one of those days. Well, that's the reason why I bought a SEGA Genesis, actually, those first games. And, of course, I got Outrun and Space Harrier as well. Fantastic games. Of course, Golden Axe. Later on, Columns. And, of course, Sonic would be a very good reason to have that. If you like what you saw, give me a follow. I greatly would appreciate it. There's an Instagram page that I have with a bunch of things that I've collected over the years, the last 45 or so years. I have a YouTube page with all the past Twitch streams that are no longer here. I have another YouTube page with a match game. It's a game show back from the 70s. Check it out. And I have a Twitter feed. Sometimes I remember to actually, tweet things like I'm streaming, which I didn't earlier, but whatever. And that's pretty about it. Of course, I have a Discord as well, if you want to check that out. Well, if you'd like to join in, go ahead. Greatly would appreciate it. I am Superback Jr. It's been my pleasure. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next time on Monday. See you. Bye.